Hola!
Good morning. Happy Monday.
We meet again.
Yes. Same song, different verse.
We're,
Happy
s-
day after Super Bowl.
yes, we're both still recovering from Super Bowl activities
Why do they not play the game on a Saturday?
because football is Sunday.
Well, not all the time. They have like playoff games and stuff on Saturday, so I don't understand why we can't do the Super Bowl on a Saturday. I think it'd be better for work.
It would. It would. I don't quite get why they want to torture us this way, but they do.
Uh-huh.
But we are here, just like most people that have to go to work
Yeah.
the next day.
Bright-eyed.
Yep. We're going to talk about the week ahead news that's come up since the last time we chatted. And if there are comments, we will put those at the end
Hmm.
and respond to anything that you guys have to say. Do you have anything before we jump into the news?
Nothing. I've got nothing.
Nothing. Empty.
I'm empty all the way to my core.
What's the first bit of news we're going to talk about today?
Well, this is some really exciting news. Did you know
What?
that there is a new annual pass holder magnet?
I did hear that, but we are not the biggest fans of the magnets. Is that a controversial take?
I don't think so. Um, I think they're cute and adorable. I'm just at the age now where I feel like I need to start being smart about what I bring into my house because at some point my kids are going to have to get rid of it. So, but now that I see this, now I might need it.
Because it's
That's cute.
cute. And like Judy is my profile picture on my
Yeah.
Disney experience. I just don't, the culture of magnets. I don't quite get it, but
Yeah.
it is available now.
It is cute. I would put that on my car.
Would you?
Yeah, yeah, I'd put it on my car, I think. It would get stolen quickly. I used to do the annual like the regular annual pass holder one, and I had 2 stolen. Maybe that's why I'm kinda anti-magnet now.
Because they get stolen.
Mhm, people swiped it.
Yeah, we
But
don't
yeah,
need
so
that.
those are cute. You can get them at Animal Kingdom. How appropriate. It'll be around for a few more weeks.
Okay, that's cute for
Snag it while you got it.
the people that are into the magnets. What else?
Okay, this next thing, is something that I'm a little frustrated with, and it's the addition of more good to go days, which I think is good. And this is again for annual pass holders. We're kind of annual pass holder heavy on the news today, but I don't understand why, when there are so few days of the year that the parks are maxing out, why are we still doing reservations for annual pass holders?
I have to be honest, I forgot what a good to go day is.
It's where you don't need a reservation.
You just don't.
Yeah, you don't need a reservation.
Okay. We yeah, when we have trips, we go in to make park pass reservations, and some days it says we don't need them. So I'm like, must be a good to go day or whatever. I
There you
forgot.
go.
But that's so weird. I really hate it because honestly, like if we were wanting to go to Epcot and the park pass reservations were sold at Epcot, we would just make it for another park, tap
And
it, and
hop.
go to Epcot. Like it's not
Yeah.
keeping us from doing
No.
anything.
No, and it truly is so few days of the year, and I think at this point, Disney would know which days of the year they are gonna have issues with, capacity in a park. Otherwise, just let me be, let me live my life. Let me just go to a park. I'm tired of being embarrassed walking up to the front gate, realizing I forgot to make a park pass reservation.
Not that we've ever done that
Mhm. Multiple times.
multiple times. It's a step that we're just so tired of. You still need them at Disneyland.
Mhm.
All everyone does, but
Yeah.
at Disney World, please,
No. No,
please.
and when you're traveling with mixed groups where some people have regular tickets and some have annual passes, then it gets even more like it's just silly. So, if you are an annual pass holder, congratulations, you have a few more days, you don't have to think about that.
Great.
Fantastic, right? And some other little news. Did you see the Grand Floridian's, construction permit was extended for almost another year?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
now we are looking at stuff happening there until 2027. I feel like it's been under refurbishment longer than it was under construction originally at this point.
The whole resort.
Yes.
I mean, Disneyland was built in a year.
And we can't fix the stuff over at the Grand. So they are doing now it's like some outdoor stuff like their portico share. I think they're working on that. Um, the Poly too is having, some of their outdoor stuff that's going on. So apparently the monorail loop is getting a bunch of outdoor upgrades now. So
Mhm.
look for that to continue for another year. Maybe someday we will have those two resorts without construction and scaffolding and walls up. No guarantees.
No bueno.
And then the big news that happened was we got news on Frozen Ever After reopening. Like we know that's happening on February 12th, but the Orlando Sentinel had a news article that talked a little bit more about what to expect. And it confirmed what we already knew that it's no more going to be those backlit flat faces. And instead, it's going to be like fully molded faces. But they gave a few more details about how there's going to be like a silicone skin over the top, which, okay, she looks lovely, but it sounds creepy to me, like a silicone skin. But okay. Um, and then they also updated a few other things on the attraction, like their control panel and some of the show lighting. So there'll be some kind of behind the scenes things that we aren't going to see, and then some on stage things that we will see. Most importantly, their faces are going to be way more lifelike.
Yeah. That I mean, the picture that I shared is from Hong Kong, and that's the best comparison of what they're
Hmm.
doing to the update, and it does look really good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I guess they like chopped them off at the neck, like they had to replace the necks too. So just
No.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, no. No way, no. I didn't need to know that little
What do they?
detail.
What, yeah,
Sounds like a true crime.
it does. They did reference the Tiana animatronics too as kind of a good representation of what we can't expect to see. And I think the Tiana one over at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I think those ones are great. So
Yes, we do like those. They don't seem to go down as much as
no,
some of the others either.
no. So that's exciting, and that's basically what you missed on Glee.
There is Super Bowl news. We
Oh yes.
we've got these guys going to Disneyland. Um, is this okay? Did they name two MVPs?
No, one's the quarterback and one's the MVP.
Okay, so I always assumed that the MVP was the one that went to Disney World or Disneyland, and I didn't realize that if it wasn't the quarterback, that he also got to go. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there's like hard fast rules. But I would assume that the quarterback is probably always going to get to go, and then if he isn't, then he gets to go too. There's
Yeah.
perks to being the quarterback, I guess.
Yeah. Um, if that kid at the other team had gone,
That child,
he's so young.
he's
He's so young.
such a baby.
He would have been like, "Yeah, I was just here with my mom and dad." He's 23. Okay, so yes, the Patriots quarterback, 23, looked very, very young, but also to have the mindset to be able to do a job that has so much pressure.
So much pressure, and football is complex. If you're the one who's like calling that stuff out and having to memorize all the plays, there's a lot. I mean, you have to be at least relatively smart to be able to do it.
Oh,
So
yes, I'm not taking anything away from that because I assume that he is. I just think it's shocking.
he's just a baby.
So shocking.
I think I told you I've got bras older than that, and you reminded me that I also have children older
You
than that. So
you do indeed.
thank you.
but
Thank you for reminding me.
anyway, congrats to these gentlemen who will be at Disneyland today, I think, right, for a parade.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Um, shall we talk about the week ahead?
Yeah.
What's going on this week? Anything going on at Disney World this week?
Well, it is time to fight through and try to get your Run Disney registration for Wine and Dine. That's taking place on Tuesday.
It is. and Heather is queen of figuring out how to register for Run Disney. So, do you have some tips to share
I
with the group?
I do have a few tips. I hope not very many people are watching so that everybody doesn't do it, and then I can still have a chance to do it. So
Gatekeep girl boss.
that's right. So first thing, make sure that your account is set up. It should be the same um, user login and stuff as your other Disney stuff, but just log in, make sure that everything is set up there. Anything that you can pre-fill there, make sure that it's done. So get your account set up early, make sure that you can log in. I like to have a Google Doc set up, a notes app, something where you can quickly copy and paste some of the information, like the emergency contact information, for example. I just want to be able to copy paste for myself and for anybody else who I am trying to register. So make sure that's set up and good to go and where you can access it. Because of this, I do think it's easier overall to do it on a computer if possible. Just having a keyboard and a mouse for all of this stuff, plus the fact that you're spending hundreds of dollars. I feel like this is a computer thing and not a phone thing. So consider making sure you're doing this on a computer. Does that make
It's
me old?
it's generational.
Oh, dang it. So if the 27-year-old child doesn't date me, the fact that I think that if it's over $75, you should do it on a computer, well,
Um, I did a YouTube video recently where I said this is an important transaction, so obviously I'm doing it on the computer.
yes,
I'm
obviously.
not doing it on my phone. That's too
No,
casual. Too casual.
it's way too casual and scary. I'm going
Yeah.
to finger that.
What if I slip up?
Exactly, exactly. The next thing is to try to get into the waiting room um, around 9:45. That does not give you any advantage other than the fact that once the time hits, and this is Central Time, so I'm speaking Central Time Zone stuff. Once the time hits 10 o'clock, it's no longer your position in line is no longer randomized. You get put to the back of the line, right? So you want to make sure that everything's good and you're in a waiting room at when those waiting rooms open, which is typically around 9:45. And you will know that they're opening if you go to the Run Disney page for the event. So for this, you'll go to the Wine and Dine event, and you'll start to see instead of the button saying like opening soon or whatever they say now, it'll say now registration now open, and that'll put you in the waiting room. Any of the ones that open will get you to the same spot. They are not race specific, even though each race has its own separate button, they all take you to the same spot. So if one opens before the others, which is usually what happens, go ahead and jump on that and you'll be good. I also like to do different browsers. And I think this is something that people tend to discuss uh, on the day that registration is happening is that it is not uncommon to see a trend with browsers and who is getting bumped to the front of the lines. Could it all be coincidence? Maybe.
You
But
mean the
I'm
type of browser like Chrome works better than
like
Safari?
Chrome versus Safari versus Edge.
Mm.
So if you have multiple different kinds of browsers, Firefox, I would try logging in on a couple different browser types to see if that's going to give you an advantage. So if you are planning to try multiple windows, try to do it in a couple different browsers
Hmm.
just to see if that it helps. You will have a bunch of questions. They will be there. Some of them are important questions like your emergency contact, your shirt size. All that stuff can be edited later. So don't stress over it. Enter in the first thing, pick the first option, and just keep moving because speed is a priority. Then there are also going to be some questions like are you an annual pass holder? Do you have DVC? Are you a cast member? Are you a part of the military? Quickly again answer those are just demographic questions. I think that Disney is collecting. It has zero impact on your race, the price you're going to pay. You're not going to get a discount. It none of that matters. So go through those quickly as possible because nothing is for sure until you get the thank you message at the end that thank you for registering. So the faster you can get through all of those, get to the part where you do your payment. Again, either have your payment information saved in your browser if that's something that you do, or in a note where you can copy and paste it over until you get that thank you note. you're you're not golden. So you need that thank you note.
Mhm.
Um, at that point, once you submit for that race, if you want to do another race, that's where you're going to go back in and you'll be able to do it. Should be able to do it immediately. And you can either register for another race that weekend or you can register for somebody else in your party at that point. Even if you're registering for yourself, you have to enter in everything else again. So you're doing it another time. So keep that in mind that that information doesn't save. You're going to be entering it again. And if you don't make it, there's usually charity bibs. They will get swiped up too, but you'll have a little bit more time to grab one of those. Just make sure you understand that if you opt to do a charity bib, you also get to raise funds for probably a fantastic charity. I've done charity bid before, and it was a very gratifying thing to be a part of that, to raise money and get to participate in Run Disney. So
Mhm.
that those are my top tips. And may
Yes.
the odds be ever in your favor.
Heather's had a lot of success. Even before you started doing Run Disney events, you were registering other people because you had a lot of good luck
Yes,
with it.
I feel like there's, you know, chance my luck is going to run out. We'll see. We'll check back in on Wednesday morning after registration's done and see how it all went.
When you did the charity bid, was that because the registration didn't work out?
It yes, it was. We got all the way through, and it was a big old glitch. I mean, Disney Tech glitch is kind of synonymous, but there was a glitch with their system where we got all the way through, and it was like not registering the fact that we had selected a T-shirt size,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't let us advance. So we were in. We had plenty of time, and
Mhm.
we tried going out, coming back in, and nothing worked. So by the time we finally got through, and that was for a Disneyland race, which has even fewer spots,
Yeah, but you got it
but we got
another
it.
another way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so good luck to you and to all the other people that will be registering for Wine and Dine this week,
Yes, tomorrow.
tomorrow. What else is happening this week?
A couple more after hours. Got this week, I think, is Monday at Magic Kingdom and Wednesday at Hollywood Studios. So they keep uh, happening still. Are, as we will probably repeat every time, one of our favorite extras if you can swing it. If you want to focus on the attractions and not maybe necessarily like the vibe of a park full of people all sweaty and hot,
Or shows.
or
Shows are
shows.
often
Yeah.
not available. It's really a ride focused thing, and they rarely sell out.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have some time to decide that you want to go,
Yeah.
but we do absolutely love it. And I can't remember if you just now said Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios,
Yep. Magic Kingdom Hollywood Studios this week.
which are our two favorites.
Yeah. Um, we've got the big switcheroo between Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon happening on Valentine's Day. So the last day for Typhoon Lagoon is Saturday for Valentine's Day. I mean,
Mhm.
they aren't doing this for Valentine's Day. This isn't like the plan. It just happens to be on Valentine's Day. And then Blizzard Beach will reopen on Sunday. So that's on the 15th, and they should both be back open and operational no later than May 26th because that is when the water park on arrival day perk kicks off.
Yeah, they just keep doing this baton handoff thing
Hmm.
for most of the year between Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. And back in the olden days, they were both an option.
Yeah, they were both always open.
Yeah, not super popular. Like they like compared to, let's say Magic Kingdom gets 20 million visitors a week, or
Hmm.
not a week, a year, a week.
Feels
That
like
was
it.
that would be crazy. But then like the water parks would be like a million visitors a year, which is a
Hmm.
lot for a water park, but just compared to everything else.
Yeah,
So, and we each have different favorites. I like Typhoon Lagoon.
I like Blizzard Beach.
Yeah. And in the summer you actually have a choice.
Yes,
S-
which is very
So
nice.
you go to your water park, I'll go to mine.
Sounds like a plan.
But they're doing a switcheroo right now.
Yeah, that's about it. Right now, kind of a slow week. Not gonna lie, don't hate that.
Yeah. it's fine. It gives us a chance to get caught up.
Mhm.
They announced so many refurbishments, and it's like, okay, all of our content has to be updated.
Yeah.
So that is that for this week. Let's see what kind of comments we have. Ingrid is joining us in doom scrolling and working on my second cup of coffee to try to find the energy to face the week. So thank you, Ingrid. Cheers. Eh, cheers, coffee. Trying to wake up.
Mhm.
The Super Bowl hit hard.
And the news as always.
Of course. Marty says, it got cut off here. I can tell you there is experimentation. I don't know about Disney World of having animated characters interact with guests. Think about it. They know when you scan in. So dot, dot, dot. Got cut off there at the end. But have you seen the little Olaf?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably pee my pants.
Yes. It absolutely kills me to see him
Just
walking around.
walking around. I feel like the first generation, like the robots and the droids and things, to me that feels kind of well, maybe push the trash can should be the true first generation.
Yeah.
But
What?
the idea that um the animated characters could actually know who you are. But also they said that about magic bands in general on attractions, and then I feel like some of those things didn't work.
Yes, we did get
Oh
a
my
different promise.
gosh.
Isn't he cute?
Shannon,
He's just walking around like that.
I want to touch him.
Oh my god, I would die. I would just die to see that in a park. But that's a Disneyland Paris in the Frozen land.
Look at
I
him.
can't. I can't. I would I would just lose it.
I
It's
need,
so cute. So yeah, that would be fantastic
yeah.
to have it. All right. Someone register me in a race, please. I can't with all this, Heather. That's Dale.
Oh. um, I would, Dale, if I could, but I'm fighting for myself, man. But you can do it. I believe in you.
Exactly. Dale does run and shares
Mhm.
his Strava stats and things. So I think you should go for it, Dale.
I think you should too.
Wishing I was in Disney, not in freezing Michigan.
Okay, I don't want to like brag, but Kansas yesterday was 72 degrees, which is not normal for us. We were just very, very cold with, 6 inches of snow and ice. So the fact that it was 72 yesterday, maybe there's hope for you. Maybe some of that warmth will push back up your way.
Yeah, and it also has been very cold in Disney World recently.
Yes, stupidly
So
cold.
yeah, so that's been kind of weird to see.
Hmm.
We have a patron Facebook group, private Facebook group, and people share their like trip reports and stuff. And some of the ones being shared recently are like it was uncomfortably cold. So that is a thing that is happening, but I think it'll be nice again now.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yes, I want to see snow in a Disney park, but not the one in Florida. Thank you.
No, no.
It was snowing in Tokyo, by the way, because
Was it?
I've always said, yeah, if I want to see snow in a park, then I'm assume I'm gonna have to go to Disneyland Paris.
Hmm.
But it was snowing in Tokyo.
How beautiful.
I know someday, someday
Someday.
bucket list. All right, is that it on our list for this week? Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. We will be back tomorrow to talk about the latest and greatest and share some tips as well. So thanks for joining today. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bye.